what's really interesting on my behalf, and I think for other Christian families as well, is that when Christmas comes around, it can be really hard to try to find a movie or a show to kind of just talk about the faith in the way that we want to represent it to our children. The Bible can be is very dense in its subtext, it's very dense in its writing, and sometimes the faith-based movies or the religious movies of, say, the 50s and 60s might not work for kids that are maybe like 8, 10 years old. And
Mm,
there's only so many times you can watch The Star every Christmas, right? And so
mm.
when a movie like this comes along, it's something that we really needed. Is that something that really spoke to you as well? Like, especially going, through those 17 years, you became a father as well. Did that kind of mission statement change and evolve to not only that you wanted to make this musical for yourself, but it became a thing where you, as a family man and a Christian as well, you want to make this film for other families, other Christians, so we can share in the spirit of Christmas, but also have our children learn about the nativity story, but in a different kind of context.
100%. When I had this idea, I didn't have kids. Now they're 14 and 11.
Mm.
So it really changed the dynamic. And I think part of why, look, there's a couple reasons why I wasn't able to make it all these years. I think one of them was I wasn't ready. I feel like God pushed pause on my idea until I was ready. But I think, too, I was supposed to make it when I had kids, because it puts a completely different perspective on it and what kind of movie I'm trying to make. And when you're a parent, you know how hard it is to find a movie like this, and like you said, trying to raise your children in the faith and in a Christian home, and there's not many things you can plop your kids down in front of and walk away and feel okay about it.
Mm.
And there's really nothing, think of all the great movies that have been made for Christmas. They're colorful, they're vibrant, they're fun and funny and great music, and they're beautifully done. They're amazing pieces of art, but none of them are really about Christmas.
Mm.
They're not about why we celebrate Christmas. I'm like, why can't there be a movie like that, but that actually talks about why we celebrate Christmas and why it's called Christmas? And that was the mission, and for the whole family though too, because like you said, how many times can you watch The Star, which is very very young, skewing it's a preschool really audience, and not fun for the parents to sit through over and over. So I needed to make a movie that would be okay for me to watch over and over again, and my kids at different ages and stages of life, and that's what we tried to do. And I dare I say, I think we accomplished it. I'm very proud of it, and my kids like it, so hopefully yours do too.
Thank you for watching the Matt's Movie Reviews channel. Please subscribe for more reviews, podcast interviews, and exclusive content.